What is going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of SteelTwins Live, man. Oddly, on a Wednesday night, as it is officially Game Day Eve.
Game Day Eve. Minnesota Vikings matchup this week. It's going to be an interesting bout. It's going to be a tough competition for sure. Do not underestimate the Minnesota Vikings, especially after what happened to them, losing to the winless Lions.
Right.
Still, they're still going to want to try to get back on track and get a victory back at home after losing on the road, especially to a team like the Steelers, who have a big momentum booster after beating a division rival in the Baltimore Ravens. So let's not take them lightly whatsoever.
Not at all. Not at all.
But
man.
we are here live on YouTube to discuss more about the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers matchup tomorrow night.
As well as the injury report, since it is officially Game Day Eve. It's rare we do a mid-week stream, but since tomorrow is officially game day for our lone Thursday night football game of the year, might as well get into the injury report as there are some guys out. Before we do that, I want to give a major shout-out, major thanks to Vikings YouTubers One Bar and Lupagus of the One Bar and Lupagus podcast for having us on their channel this morning. Also, last night, you know, they reached out to us and asked if we wanted to collab on their channel, and thanks to them for moving their schedule around to make it possible. So shout out to them, man, for having us on the show. The link to their channel is down in the description. Definitely go check them out. Give them a like. Give them a subscribe. I'll also post a link to their channel in the live chat so you guys can check it out for easier access for sure, man.
Absolutely, man. One Bar Lupagus, great, respectable Vikings fans, very knowledgeable Vikings fans. Great guys. It was a great discussion. Once again, huge shout out to One Bar and Lupagus for having us on their show. Definitely check them out, guys. Definitely give them a like and a subscription.
Absolutely.
Highly recommend them. And they are great guys.
And good luck to them, man. Good luck to the Vikings for sure.
Honestly, may the best team win.
For sure. It should be a fun battle. But also, before we get into injury report, man, as well as you guys can see in the title, is an unboxing from a Browns fan. Now, if you guys have followed us for about a year or so now, you know we did one earlier this year in January, literally the week of the Steelers-Browns playoff game. Not going to get into the game, but he sent us a Christmas gift, which got here late after Christmas. But I think we've decided to make this a yearly thing where we just exchange gifts. You know, he sends us something, we send him something back just because, you know, we feel like it's right. And, you know, we've talked to him throughout the year. You know, we've become close as friends, man. So shout out to Loose Cannon. You guys might recognize the name Loose Cannon, man. A great, respectable, loyal Browns fan that is just a really cool, awesome dude, man.
Very cool, awesome dude.
So he, last year, in the kindness of his own heart, hit us up on Twitter and was like, hey, I want to send you guys something for Christmas. And that kind of sidetracked us. Like, wow, that's really humbling coming from enemy territory, enemy grounds. So we decided to send back something as well, which we did. And, again, we're just going to make this a yearly thing. So he sent us something this year for Christmas, which came in today.
There it is right here.
And we felt like it was right to just open the stream with the unboxing, man. I know he's going to watch this sometime tomorrow, sometime Thursday. So shout out to you, Loose Cannon. Really appreciate this. I'm excited to open this and see what the hell you guys this year for Christmas.
So
man.
without further ado, why the hell not?
This is exciting. I'm giddy about Christmas and Christmas gifts, so excuse me for getting a little.
Now I gotta say the packaging is quite good.
Right.
All right, now I want to make sure because on the label it says "do not bend," so I don't want to try to bend any of the edges of this thing. I also don't want to like rip it completely.
No, but it's listed in cardboard, so you know.
Okay. I got somewhere. All right.
Okay, similar to last year when you send us the pictures of Rod Woodson and Michelle Dion. So, very similar. I'm very curious to know what this is.
I think it might have been upside down. Here.
Open this. What is that, bro?
Let's put this to the side. What is this?
Kobe.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Cleveland Browns versus Pittsburgh Steelers. The press for the best in sports.
Whoa, wait a minute. Don't bend that.
I'm not. Oh, my God.
Dude, holy Jesus Christ.
The date on this.
Are you fucking kidding me?
November 8th, 1953.
Here, I'm just going to show it to the camera quick.
Fuck?
I want to be careful. I don't really want to bend the edges. But there it is right there.
Look at that. Look at the date. November 8th, 1953. Are you kidding me?
Dude, this is a very vintage what a vintage what? I don't. Are you sure you're cool with getting out the wrap?
Well, no, I'm not. But
look at this back in the day. It was 35 cents.
This is 35 cents, man. I love.
Oh, this is a vintage magazine. Dude, look at the old style
I love vintage
bottles.
stuff like this. I'm kind of a secret. That's kind of one of my secret kind of things to look at.
I want to be
stuff
very
from the old days, especially stuff like this.
I want to be very general and genuine with this because this is.
And the fact that it has something to do with the Browns and Steelers
rivalry. This is older than our parents. I'm not even lying.
Wow.
Dude, this is insane.
I'm gonna have to gently go through each page off stream and talk to you on Twitter, man.
Don't crinkle it now.
I'm not.
I
know it's a collector's item. It's worth a lot of money.
Yes, it might very well be.
I don't know.
I don't know how much he spent on it, but loose cannon, huge.
Wow, let's show them one more time.
Yeah,
Holy,
definitely.
Wow.
I don't know if we were allowed to even take it out the packaging. I don't know if that was right.
I am gonna have to get this framed and hung up on the background, bro.
Okay, I'm definitely.
That is insane.
This is around the time in which the Steelers were not good. They were not good.
This was before the Chuck Noll days,
Around
bro.
this time, they only had one playoff appearance, and the Browns were actually one of the best in the league.
Wasn't this around the Jim Brown era? This is nuts.
This is freaking.
That's going
crazy.
Way back, brother.
This
wow.
is crazy.
Loose cannon. Shout out to you.
Carefully...
Holy shit, that is appreciated. We're going to get this framed ASAP. Going to head to Michael's at some point. Get this framed, hung up in the background. I'm going to sport this. That is great. It goes well with the old can you got us. Let's see if I can show you guys a little bit. Right there, if you guys can see up there.
Right there.
There's the can.
Right at the very corner of the Hines Ward autographed frame right there.
That's the can that is very it's kind of like a throwback to the rivalry. But that tops it.
Dude, that is insane. How the hell? Dude, I am speechless. How the hell were you able to find that? That is insane. Dude, that is dude, I don't know if we should have taken it out the plastic. I don't know if that was wrong of us to do. It probably was. I mean, dude, that thing's older than our freaking parents. I don't know if it was right to take out the plastic, but we just touched something from 1953. Absolutely insane.
That is very, very humbling. Shout to Loose Cannon once again.
Yes, definitely. Loose Cannon, thank you so much.
And I can't wait till everything gets here so we can ship your package off to you, man. And you have just a wonderful Christmas. So that is incredible.
Thank you. From the bottom of both of our hearts. Thank you so much.
No word I can say right now would make up for what the hell you just gave us, to be real with you.
And it's going to be interesting come next year when we face you guys again.
Yeah, week 17. I think it's week 17.
I believe you're correct on that.
But we are in week 14?
Yes.
14. Is it?
14.
It's week 14. It is week 14. Son of a bitch. Holy hell.
I had to remember for Jesus
Christ. It is week 14, though. And we have the Vikings. We have the Minnesota Vikings. So we're going to take a look at the injury report right here, right now, man. As you guys can see on the Steelers, there are 4 players that are out for tomorrow. Most notably, Joe Hayden. He will miss his 3rd straight game. You know, he didn't practice the last 2 weeks at all. And, of course, on a short week, it didn't look good for Hayden's chances to play, and thus he is out again. So is Robert Spillane coming back from the COVID list, but also is sporting a knee injury, so he'll be out as well. Same thing with B.J. Finney, who was our starting left guard, but he went out with a back injury and didn't practice all week. Thus, he is out, and I think Joe Haeg is still on the COVID list. Thus, former practice squad player and depth guy John LeGlue will be starting at left guard tomorrow.
And John LeGlue, when he stepped in for B.J. Finney, was very impressive against the Baltimore Ravens.
He was a noticeable bright spot on that line.
The guy was pushing people around. The guy was creating lanes. He was good in pass protection. I was very impressed in that Ravens game of John LeGlue. I hope that he does stand out tomorrow against the Vikings. I do. I hope he can be consistent with this and kind of shine and prove his worth to this team because he came up big in that Ravens game.
It'll be interesting to see what he does tomorrow in his first career start. Last week was his first career NFL game. Now he's immediately going to get a start due to injury, so I'm excited to see what he can do. And, of course, Isaiah Buggs is out once again. He was a healthy and active the last 2 weeks, and now he's out with a supposed injury. I don't know where this injury came from, but Bugs is out again. I don't know if I'm getting into my conspiracy theories here, but I just feel like something's not right with the Bugs situation. I think there's something interiorly, like no one likes Bugs. Maybe it's Tomlin. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I could be dead wrong on that, but Bugs is out. So
it's no secret he wasn't really that impressive.
No,
when he was starting.
But it looks like Montravius Adams will be getting his second straight start with the Steelers after being brought up from the Saints practice squad or signed off the Saints practice squad.
Yeah,
and he was another bright spot last week as he helped limit the rushing game of the Ravens. Now he's facing a more dominant rushing game in the Vikings with Alexander Madison, but let's see what he can do. Maybe we get Carlos Davis playing tomorrow. I know he was healthy and active last week, not on the injury report, so thus that might be a good sign. We might be able to get him active. We might be able to get him in rotations with Wormley or with Adams. So the more fresh faces we can get on the D-line, the better. Adams looked good. Davis coming back. Maybe there's something to be optimistic about this rushing defense a little bit. I don't know. That's just me.
I mean, they definitely improved. They definitely stood out, I'd say, against the Ravens.
For sure. They stepped up. But as did Ahkello Witherspoon, who obviously the Steelers traded a fifth-rounder for him.
And for the majority of the season, he was a healthy and active, but that was because Joe Hayden was playing.
And now Joe Hayden's out his third straight week, and thus he will get a start once again. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I did not like the Witherspoon trade. Something about him just spoke off to me. He honestly looked like another Justin Lane, just better, and obviously with more starting experience. But that's the good thing about Witherspoon is he does have starting experience, and he is solid, and he did step up last week. I hope he stays consistent. Otherwise, he's going to be a very solid depth piece down the road instead of just this season.
And that's the thing about these depth players that are standing out right now. John LeGlue, Montravius Adams, Ahkello Witherspoon. Like they came up big in the Ravens game. Like they did a good job of stepping up, but they had to be consistent about it. Hopefully they can be able to do it on a short week against the Vikings.
That next man up mentality will run wild once again tomorrow in Minnesota. So I'm excited to see what these guys do within the second straight week of them having to step up. So especially guys like LeGlue and Adams for sure. As for Hayden being out, it does concern me. I don't trust any of our corners, but hopefully we can limit them to the best of our ability. But then again, we're talking about Justin Jefferson, who is a freak. Even though, yes, the Vikings will be without Adam Thielen, but that's not going to stop Justin Jefferson from getting his stats.
No, it's not. I mean, in the Lions game, he just torched that secondary.
I mean, Justin Jefferson's just a beast. I mean, there's enough said. But as you guys can see, Christian Darrisaw, their rookie offensive tackle, left tackle, is out again for, I think, a second straight week. That is massive. Highsmith might be able to put on a pretty solid game tomorrow, might be able to get some pressure on Cousins, especially if we're able to limit the run and force Cousins to pass. We can definitely get pressure on Cousins and force some mistakes, which is one of the main goals to winning tomorrow's game, is getting the Cousins in prime time and forcing turnovers. Guys like Highsmith could continue to step up and have a good game. Of course, T.J. Watt's coming off a 3.5-sack performance and being the AFC Defensive Player of the Week, to no one's surprise. He's going up against Brian O'Neill, one of the most underrated right tackles in the league, but you still got to favor T.J. Watt in any matchup.
Without a doubt.
But oddly, Dalvin Cook, with a shoulder injury, is questionable. He was limited the last 2 days.
Yes, he was.
So that's interesting. I don't know if he's still going to play, but that is very interesting.
Now, when it comes to Minnesota's stake, I mean, with where they are right now, I believe they're 5-7 right now, and they're trying to make a push for the playoffs. I could see them potentially seeing if Cook will be able to go, and if he's good enough, they might start him. But at the same time, you do have a guy in Alexander Madison who's an underrated back and a guy that is capable of carrying the load for the Vikings. He's proved it in many games this season when Cook wasn't playing.
Oh, for sure.
So Cook could play, and if he is, that's obviously I think it's a problem in general, whether Cook's in it or Madison's in it, if the rush defense doesn't step up, or if we can't stop the run in general. But it might be a risk for the Vikings to start Dalvin Cook because they may need him in some of the later games if he's already practicing this week.
For sure.
Like, they could use him for the next game and the game after that and everything.
Or maybe it's just his injury's healing up a lot faster than they anticipated. Either way.
That could be the case, too, yeah.
Cook being questionable is very surprising and something to look at for tomorrow for sure. I'm sure he'll get time and pregame warm-ups to see if he's ready to go. I'm still anticipating Madison getting the start, but that's something to add. Two guys, however, that are not on the game status report and that are cleared to go are Anthony Barr and Eric Kendricks, two of their main linebackers. They were both out last week versus the Lions. Now they're going to be back this week, which is major for their defense because they're going to want to try to limit Najee Harris. Their rushing defense is already weak enough, especially without their two edge rushers. But them coming back will be a big bonus for them. Thus, we got to still try to get a rushing attack going. That's where I think LeGlou's going to have to continue to step up and create room because you can tell, man, last week when LeGlou was in and he was bulldozing guys and he was creating lanes, Najee targeted the left side of the field. So hopefully we can get that continued to go and get Najee running. Maybe he has his ultimate breakout game come tomorrow against a weak rushing defense in the Vikings.
Yeah, definitely.
But as for the injury report, that is mostly worth noting, man. Joe Hayden is out. Finney's out. Buggs is out, and Spillane's out, so we'll be able to see a Witherspoon and LeGlou and Adams, hopefully maybe Carlos Davis as well, so that's something to be excited about. Hopefully we get the next man-up mentality running wild tomorrow. And for the Vikings, more importantly, it's just Thielen and Darrisaw, which are two big losses for sure.
Very big losses, but they got guys that can step up, that can get the job done for the most part, and they're guys that should not be underestimated one bit. And that's my thing with the Steelers defense is, you know, Justin Jefferson's obviously going to be one of the main guys that they're going to want to try to stop and limit, but definitely don't forget about the other guys like KJ Osborne and Tyler Conklin and guys like that. Like, don't forget about those guys because they can get open. They can catch the ball. They can try to get some touchdowns if need be.
Right.
Especially with how Kirk Cousins has been this season. He's actually had a pretty stellar year statistically. He's actually been doing a lot better. He's been doing the best in his career, in my honest opinion.
Right.
So that's something to definitely keep an eye out for and to definitely be careful with if I were the Pittsburgh Steelers defense.
Yeah, because when I look at this, when I look at these two teams, they're very similar. And by that, I mean they're just both up and down. You don't know exactly what team you're going to get. You're pretty much riding week by week, which kind of excites me for tomorrow's game. Not just from a Steelers aspect, but from a Vikings aspect, because that's going to make some very interesting football. But hopefully the Steelers, man, they ride with that momentum versus the Ravens and hopefully go into Minnesota on a short week and get a pretty good win before a huge AFC matchup versus the Titans, which we will be going to that game.
Yes.
With Cold Steel and our sister Steel Blondie, which I'm excited for, man.
Yeah, I can't wait for that game.
I'm already gearing up. I'm already starting. I'm not packing yet, but I'm shopping so I can pack.
No, I'm right there with you. But, you know, we got the Vikings first. That's the opponent that we are going up against. They are not to be underestimated. Yeah, they lost to the Lions, but they're a team that are trying to get back on track that want to, I'm sure, at home, want to knock us off our momentum booster.
Oh, absolutely. And like Cold Steel says, Steelers need to win every AFC matchup. This is our last NFC matchup versus the Vikings. After this, every matchup's AFC. And I think, honestly, we have to win out if we want a true chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah, we do.
Because it's bad enough we got swept by the Bengals. We lost to the Chargers. We lost to the Raiders, who are still in the hunt. We lost to, what other teams?
Packers.
The Packers. But I'm talking in conference.
Well, I think that's just about
I know the Broncos are still in the hunt.
Yeah.
I know we beat them. We beat the Bills as well. So the good thing about us possibly winning tomorrow is I don't know if we win tomorrow, we're the 7th seed right then and there. But I do know if we win and the Bills lose versus the Bucs, very possible, we will be the 7th seed.
Right.
And thus, that alone, right? If we win tomorrow and then the Bills lose and we're the 7th seed, can the Steelers obtain that standing or even increase that standing? That's where the whole Steelers need to win every AFC matchup is so important. Against the Titans, against the Chiefs, that's going to be very important for playoff reasons.
Yeah, especially in the month of December, too. And in previous years, you know, we've completely dipped and declined and played horrible in December. You know, usually we raise hell in December, but lately we've been in hell. We have been playing very down, very awful. And this team definitely has to step up. Coming off a big win against the Ravens, you know, they have the momentum. They need to continue to ride on that momentum. They need to be more consistent. They have to try to be a little bit more convincing, but what I really want to see from this team is them being consistent.
Right.
Run the ball more effectively. Try not to get the ball up, and for the defense, just continue to get constant pressure on the quarterback. Try to stop the run with whoever you got, and try to get some turnovers.
Absolutely. I think that's where we got to try to stop the run or limit the run, really, and get the Cousins, man.
Yeah, we do.
Force our edge rush to just Eat them alive tomorrow.
It's going to be a hell of a matchup.
I can't wait.
It's going to be a hell of a matchup. I expect this game to be very close, and it could honestly go either way. It really could. But I'm excited for this game.
Oh,
I really am.
Moses with 2 $5 super chats. I appreciate that, Moses. He says, one question for SteelTwins. When Peyton Manning retirement and he won Super Bowl 50, Ben retires, you think we win the playoff and Super Bowl? As of right now, I don't see Big Ben having the same treatment.
No, I just can't. As of right now, no. I have to agree with Dan.
Obviously, that's the dream.
I mean, that's the hope, of course.
It's the whole one last ride ordeal here. But I don't think it's happening.
I just don't think we have the same defense or team in general like the Broncos did.
Right.
I don't think we're right there.
Rapids with a $4.99 super chat. Appreciate it, man. He says, just supporting you fellas. Keep up the great work with a big thumbs up. I appreciate that, Rapids.
And thank you very much, man. Appreciate the love and support.
Oh, totally, man. Let's see. Cold Steel says it's a game program. Those books are made for people who attend the game. You're talking about what Loose Cannon gave us? Because if that's the case, that's even better.
That is even better. But seriously, like...
Actually, you might be right. Holy shit, you might be right.
Like, dude, this thing is insane.
Now, I'm not going to take it out the package. Let me see
I'm
that.
not taking out the package. I'm actually going to carefully get it because this is...
You might be right.
This is vintage.
Official souvenir program. The press for the best in sports. So you might be right. In fact, here. I'm going to search this up. Steelers, Browns, November 8th, 1953.
Yes. This was 35 cents. That's insane. Nowadays, it'd probably be like $3, and that's a ripoff.
Okay, when I search that up in Google, all they give me is Steelers, Browns, 1963. I don't want that.
No.
Oh, I'm a dumbass. It's because I put a 6.
Oh, come on, man.
Typo.
That ain't a typo. You just, man.
There we go. There we go. Yep. Okay. Let's take a look. That was when the Browns beat us 34-16. They were 7-0. We were 3-4.
Yeah, that was around the time where we were not good at all. And the Browns were probably the best team in the entire NFL for, I think, that decade, actually.
This was in Pittsburgh, too. No, I'm sorry. This was in, the stadium says Cleveland Municipal Stadium. I totally pronounced that wrong. I know I did.
Yeah, the game was in Cleveland, yeah.
The attendance was 35,592. Wow.
That's pretty crazy.
Let's
look at the statistics of this game, man. What the hell?
Otto Graham had 218 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Why am I not screen sharing this?
Yeah, let's screen share it. Like, dude, this is kind of cool.
So, from the book that Loose Cannon gave us, this is pretty much what the game's about. So, Cold Steel's right. This was a souvenir that they gave fans at the game. Now, that's better. Because that's from the actual game. So, this was the actual game that went down.
Dude, how much... Dude, this had to cost a pretty penny, honestly.
I don't know, man. I have no clue.
Dude, this is... Like, I want to take it out, but I know I shouldn't. We already did, and I don't want to again. That is crazy.
Let's see. That is awesome.
That's just statistics right there.
And that was the scoring here.
Yeah. Let's look at the Steelers stats. Let's look at the Steelers stats right here. Our quarterback...
Jim Finks. Never heard of him.
45 attempts with only 17 completions, 219 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 picks.
Yikes.
Yeah, that was not good.
Let's look at the receiving stats. Who's our leading receiver? Leading receiver was Ray Matthews.
Ray Matthews, 4 catches, 113 yards, and a touchdown.
Wow, man. It's like I'm going down history here.
What about the rushing?
The rushing?
Yeah.
The rushing yards was Lynn Chanois. I totally botched that as well. You guys know we're not good with names. I apologize.
11 attempts, 73 yards.
Now this is awesome. This is fucking awesome.
That is pretty cool.
That is badass, bro.
That is pretty cool. Once again, thank you to Loose Cannon.
That is badass. I'm totally getting that frame, bro.
No, we have to. We definitely.
We're heading to Michael's tomorrow and getting a frame.
I'm fine with that.
Putting that bitch right up here. Wow.
Yeah, we'll figure out and make some room somehow, but we're gonna get this thing up here. That is insane.
Speaking of which, Coach Steel, do you have any update on that poster? I know I keep bugging you about that, but is there any update? In fact, I'm even thinking about just taking this down and putting up the jerseys again.
Yeah, we could do
Like
that.
put up 2 new jerseys.
Maybe for next season.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the offseason. Because I don't know. Juju might be gone, even though I doubt it. Ben's going to be gone, you know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
I don't know. You got to keep it fresh, you know what I'm saying?
New and fresh, yeah.
Granted, we have a Ward and a Blunt jersey, so that's not keeping it fresh. But, you know.
It's fresh for this year. That's what I call it.
It is. It is. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat, man. If we lose, you think playoff contention is over for us, says Buster Falla. No, I do not think playoff contention is over for us.
But
if we lose
it would hurt.
If we lose like 2 of our AFC matchups, it's over.
Yeah, I probably have to agree. But I think in general we have to win out every single game.
Yeah.
If we really want a true chance, to secure a playoff spot.
Brendan says 27-17 Steelers. Hopefully, let's go Steelers and beat them Vikings. I like that score prediction.
Yeah.
Coach Steel says Buster depends on if other teams like the Bills or Ravens drop out. We need to win as much as possible and hope the Ravens lose. Yeah, pretty much.
And that's what they're fighting for.
I mean, the Ravens got the Browns this week, so it's all possible. The Ravens could lose versus the Browns. The Bengals could lose to the Niners. The Bills could lose to the
Bucks.
The Bucks, and we could win. If that's the case, it's a hell of a weekend.
That would be a hell of a weekend, yeah. It's all possible. But at the same time, it's all wishful thinking, too.
It is. You're right, because it's the NFL.
But hey, you know what? This season's just been a roller coaster of freaking chaos.
It has been.
Anything this year has proved anything is freaking possible.
Yeah. Russ says, what's up, Twins? Need big win. Agree on very close matchup. We need this win. I still believe we can win out and win Super Bowl if have not more injuries. I don't know about the Super Bowl, but if we win out, I like our chances for the playoffs. And honestly, it depends what they do if they win out.
Yeah.
Or what they do to make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Moses says, with a $2 super chat, I got my Spider-Man tickets on the 16th and 17th. Nice.
That's pretty cool.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I haven't seen any Spider-Man movie after Tobey Maguire.
Not same. I mean, I'm sure. What are their names? Andrew Garfield, and
I don't know. See, I haven't kept track.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna watch.
I don't know, but I don't think anyone surpasses Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man.
No one. That's
I'm sorry.
Spidey.
I'm sorry. I grew up. That was my Spider-Man.
That was my Spider-Man. I'm probably gonna watch the new one just because it has Doc Ock and Green Goblin in it. But yeah.
Hey, if it ain't, is Willem Dafoe Green Goblin?
He fucking better.
If he's not that down, I'm not watching the movie.
Yeah.
You can't have Green Goblin without Willem Dafoe.
Mark asks, what is wrong with Joe Hayden? Will he return soon? According to the injury report, he has a foot injury.
But he's had a foot injury for quite some time now.
He's been out 3 weeks now. Of course, people are going to say he's just trying to stay as healthy as possible so he can leave next year. I don't believe that.
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. All I know is Joe Hayden's last year. I love Hayden to death. He's one of my favorite Steelers corners of all time. He was the jump start to this resurrection of his defense for sure with him and Watt, and of course Hayward once he started hitting his prime.
Yeah.
But he's gone after this year. He's aging. It seems like he's hurt every year. We're gonna have some unless we make a splash. Corner's gonna be a serious problem in the next few years.
No, it definitely is, but we do have to get younger at that position.
Right.
I love Hayden, but he's not going to get any better. Or any younger, really.
No. Dexham Time with the 499 Super Chat says, love the content. Keep it up, guys. One question. If we had the 2017 offense and 2019 defense, do we win the Super Bowl? Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Of course we do. No, there ain't nobody stopping that team, man.
First, we appreciate the Super Chat. But second, you're talking all the killer bees. And I mean all of them.
Healthy.
Legitimately healthy. With Juju Smith-Schuster. I mean, the offense was killer. And that 2019 defense was fucking fantastic. So, yes, we win the Super Bowl.
It just goes to show that, we can't have nice things.
We can't win.
No.
Our offense carries us while the defense is shit, and now it's the opposite. Like, why can't we just have both?
It's going to be it's going to take some time for us to have both again.
Probably.
Unfortunately.
Colsio says, yeah, been a busy week with client work. My bad, guys. No, you're good. I'm not trying to rush you. You do your client work, man.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, Cole, yeah. Take your time. Definitely take your time.
I'm not trying to press you. I'm just, I'm a picky asshole. That's why.
No, like, I can agree on that.
Pablo says, sup, guys, let's get this win tomorrow. I'll be wearing my jersey tomorrow at work. I'll probably do the same thing. Because I'm going to be sporting this hat at work. I'll probably wear a jersey underneath the hoodie. Just, so I can protect it, but also so I can support the team.
Yeah.
Now, we'll be able to, fingers crossed, knock on wood, be able to get home in time for the second half. But we'll be able to watch at least the first half of work. So
yeah, definitely listen to it. We'll try to watch it when we can.
I'm not doing nothing that last hour, I'll tell you that.
No. I mean, usually for the most part, it's just cleanup.
It is cleanup.
I just have my earpiece on and listen to it. No biggie.
Icy Roads with a $10 super chat says, if you guys do take down the picture frame, you should replace it with an Artie Burns jersey for the watchers who've been with you since day one. Famous quote from the Vid. I love this pick. Oh, man. Why'd you have to say that?
Hey, do you love this pick? I think you love this pick.
Okay. Just because everyone makes fun of me for that, I'm going to clarify. The only reason why I said I love this pick was because we actually went a fucking corner. The problem was we went the wrong one.
Yeah, we did. We panicked because the Bengals took William Jackson III, who we were looking to get. We panicked and went with Artie Burns when Xavier Howard was right there.
Or Miles Jack or Kevin Byard.
Or anybody else would have been better. Anybody else would have been way better.
Way better.
Artie Burns jersey,
God.
like, bro, I mean,
I'm definitely not doing that.
Dude, I have a Sean Davis autograph jersey. I mean,
why?
Our brother-in-law had it, and he only asked for $20 for it. So
A Sean Davis.
Yeah, that was when he was 28.
Before moving to 21.
That was after his rookie season, which he was promising, and then he just pretty much dipped like Artie Burns did.
Oh my God.
It was only $20, It's like whatever.
But
whatever.
the $10 super chat, I appreciate it, man. Nightfall says, going to my first NFL game against the Browns, what should I expect going into my first Steelers game? I can't tell you that until after our first Steelers game, which will be the Titans game.
Yeah.
After that, I can tell you a little what to expect. Now, if you've never been to Pittsburgh, then I can kind of give you a little glimpse of what you can expect because Pittsburgh's just fantastic. We've been there 4 or 5 times now.
Dude, I am pumped. I am excited to go back to Pittsburgh,
Absolutely
to Heinz
excited.
Field. Dude, Pittsburgh is such a great city. It's a beautiful place. There's so many things that you can look for and look around, and
It's just beautiful.
the incline and
I can't wait to go back.
just everything, man. It's just a beautiful, beautiful city.
But,
I love it.
But I'll tell you this. What should you expect going into your first Steelers game? From what I've been told and from what I've seen, shout out to Jackson, shout out to Maiden, shout out to Renegade, Jedi, guys like that. They've told us kind of what to expect a little bit from their past experiences. But for sure, man, it would be like the energy, the crowd, of course, the weather. I'm imagining this is in Heinz for sure, but it's going to be insane.
No, I have no doubt it will be. Still a nation all around you cheering for the Steelers in that cold December weather.
Right.
I'm actually excited for it.
TJ Black Gamer says Kenny Pickett said he wants to stay in Pittsburgh for years. I want him to stay in Pittsburgh for years.
As do I.
Keep him in Pittsburgh, man. Moses with a $2 super chat says I'm going to wear my Spider-Man costume. I used to have a Spider-Man costume.
Yeah.
And Green Goblin is William Dafoe. Good.
Thank God.
Am I the only one that thinks he should play Joker? Like, I know, like, Jack Nicholson, did it great. Of course, no one can beat out Heath Ledger. Joaquin Phoenix just perfected in the new one, right? But I got to see Willem Dafoe play him.
No, honestly, I think Willem Dafoe would be a true and perfect Joker.
Right.
His laugh and his demeanor and how he is as an actor with his portrayal for his roles is fantastic. Like, him in The Lighthouse was awesome. Like,
Yeah.
I love that movie. That was great. The way he portrayed his character in that was freaking old school and freaking awesome. I loved it.
It was great. Let's see. Russ says, guys, on December 12th, you can get your Heinz jersey signed at York Galleria Mall At 1 p.m., Hines will be doing signing. Interesting. Up at York. It's only an hour away. I don't know. I might make the trip. Or just to see Hines. I already have a signed Hines jersey up there, but I've always wanted to meet Hines in person.
Yeah, that'd be fucking dope as shit.
Just to meet Hines Ward, man, I'd do it. Do Steelers draft a quarterback or go after a veteran quarterback like Wilson? They'll go either way, but honestly, I think they go after a veteran. Unless they keep Mason, which I know doesn't sound like the best idea. I'm not a fan of it, but
if they do that, then there's no doubt in my mind they're going to go quarterback. But I think they should go out there and find a true veteran, capable starter.
Well, Tomlin's also said he wants a veteran quarterback, so I can see them going after a veteran quarterback.
Or like you said, stick with Mason because Mason is technically a veteran.
Although personally, of course, if there's someone out there that you can't pass up on, obviously you go grab them. But I want the Steelers to address other needs first in free agency, like tackle and corner, and maybe defensive depth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I don't want this line to get younger unless it's like at a specific position where it makes sense, and I don't trust us drafting corners.
No, not at all.
That's just me. I'll gladly build up a rookie quarterback with a offensive line you can trust and a running game you can,
depend on,
take some pressure off him.
Similar to Mac Jones in New England, like that Bills game,
right?
Like they ran that damn thing like 42 different times, only passed it 3 times.
USNC says, "Ahoy, what's up, bro?"
Hey, what's up?
Rumors say that Toby is going to be in the new movie and Willem Dafoe. Well, if that's the case, I'm watching. Pablo says, I'll be wearing my custom last name away jersey. Would you guys buy a custom last name jersey or not? In fact, he actually had one before something occurred.
Yeah. It's crazy because I haven't really been thinking about getting a custom last name jersey in a while. I might actually end up doing that.
The only time I would is to honor someone that made us a Steelers fan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But...
And I know what number it would be, too.
Yeah, of course. That'll be a specific, at a specific time where it means the most. Yes, I am an asshole. I gladly preach it. Cold says Dan is an asshole. I'll preach it.
Aren't we all, though? Aren't we all?
Moses, for the $5 super chat, man, says, can we get, he says, we can get Aaron Rodgers and Kenny Pickett. I think we'd only get one. We don't need both. But if Aaron Rodgers is available, you grab him.
Yeah, definitely. If he opts out, do it. Do it.
Russ says, I think they signed Hayden for another year for his leadership. He will sign cheap. This Ravens game was first game we won with Hayden out. We were 0-9 with Hayden out. Yes, I believe you're correct.
Well, I actually did not know that.
We won 0 games when Hayden was out.
I did not know that.
Last week, or this past Sunday, rather, was the first time we won with Hayden out.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Wow. I love Hayden to be here, but I do think we do need to go younger.
Right.
But the Steelers need to be smart at who they grab and get.
That's why, I want us to make some splashes. I know we're going to have the most cap, so utilize it.
Yeah, definitely.
Mark says we can't draft corners for anything. With Joe Hayden tested for agency, we're going to need at least one. There'll be some surprise releases for sure as well, so whoever's the best corner out there, you try. I mean, I know J.C. Jackson's going to be a free agent. I can't imagine him leaving the Patriots, but if he's available, I'll gladly take him.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Jamie says Hayden isn't signing anything cheap. I don't think he is at this point of his career, at his age.
I mean, you would think he would with his age and everything, but, I mean, for his age, he's still a quality and capable number one corner.
Right, but, I mean, he's getting older, so you can't, I wouldn't overpay him just to stay for a year.
Yeah.
I don't know about tomorrow's game. I'm feeling like we're losing by 2 touchdowns, says Ariel.
As like I said earlier, it could go either way, honestly. The Steelers have a momentum booster, but at the same time, the Vikings want to try to get a win back. They want to try to get back on track and get a win at home after losing on the road.
Nightfall says, which quarterback should the Steelers avoid drafting in 2022? I pray we don't get Carson Strong or Ritter. I actually don't mind Ritter from Cincinnati. I think he'd be a solid second-round pick if we do get bigger needs.
Yeah.
I don't want Carson Strong. I think he's a statue. Who else? I know Phil Jakovic just returned to Boston College for another year.
Yeah.
Spencer Rattler's in the transfer, although I wouldn't want Rattler. He's a cancer. What other quarterbacks? I'm trying to think. See, if I'm looking down the list of quarterbacks, there's Matt Corral. Is that how you say his name? Corral? I'm just going to say it, Matt Corral.
I think.
Matt Corral. There's Malik Willis. There's Kenny Pickett. There's Sam Howell. All those guys I wouldn't mind. So there's not really a lot of quarterbacks I would say we shouldn't draft. I would agree, though, like Carson Strong, I wouldn't draft him.
Yeah.
Malik Willis, I know a lot of people like him. I think he's a little raw. I know he would be a project for literally any team he gets drafted by. It depends if they want to develop someone like Willis.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, if they don't, they're going to avoid him. Sam Howell, I wouldn't mind him, but a lot of people say he's kind of like a Baker clone. I think he's a little better than Baker. He suffered a lot this year because he lost all his talent due to the draft last year. But there's guys I would take over all those guys.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett being number one.
Yeah, definitely number one for me.
Import your own beer. It's kind of hard finding a 30-pack of Coronas knowing it's illegal to sell beer in most areas. Is that really the case? Huh. Mark Hamill as Joker. Why does that name ring a bell? Mark Hamill. Of course. Oh, duh. I'm a fucking idiot. He played Luke Skywalker. I'm a fucking retard. I don't know. Could he pull it off?
He's a hell of an actor.
Maybe. Be honest with this team. Who can we beat in the playoffs? If I'm looking at the playoff picture right now, probably nobody.
Yeah.
We might win one game, but I don't see us going far.
Who would that be? Who would that be?
I don't know.
Exactly. Like there's the Patriots, there's the Ravens, there's the Bills, there's the Bengals. I think the Chargers are still in there. If we make the playoffs, I mean, if any of those teams are still in there, I can't see us winning one. I can't.
I think
at least I'm not convinced they can.
Okay,
not yet.
How do I want to put this? Obviously, I want to make the playoffs because it's Ben's last ride. I want him to go out as tough as he can, right? And if we make the playoffs, obviously, sure, the goal is the Super Bowl. But I don't see that happening. So I'm just looking at it as like, all right, Ben, this might be your last game. Go out with a bang.
Yeah,
win or lose.
Yeah, do what you can.
That's how I'm looking at it if we make the playoffs.
Right.
Because I don't see us winning the Super Bowl.
No, I don't.
If we make the playoffs, I do see us going one and done again.
Yeah, unfortunately, but it is what it is, you know?
Right.
It's just that this team this year is just not that consistent and really just not that great in general. I know they fight. They fight at times. They do show heart at times. But, again, it's just very inconsistent. That's what this team is.
Russ says expect not to be able to hear for 2 days or to lose your voice in wild Steelers Nation crowd when Renegade plays. It'll be nuts. You will love it. I can't wait. I hear the stadium vibrates. I can't wait to twirl the towel, bro.
Dude.
Seeing the sea of yellow. Excuse me, gold. God. I just pulled a crime saying yellow. Gold.
No, dude, I've seen videos of people singing Renegade. Like the video Santonio Holmes recorded of Renegade playing.
Yep.
I could just hear the fans and the crowd just roar at the song. It's insane.
When we're there, we might try to get some video footage, but honestly, I might just be selfish. A little selfish, and just try to enjoy it. Because it's our
Enjoy your first game, yeah.
And I already know what jersey I'm wearing. Despite how I've said about him all year. It's my first Steelers game, and it'll be the only chance I get to see that man run out that tunnel. Knock on wood. I'm wearing Ben.
All right.
I'm wearing Ben. I'm wearing Ben. Why?
It's my quarterback.
That's why.
Exactly. In the end, he's our fucking quarterback. He's been a quarterback ever since we were fucking youngins. No matter what.
Where are we at in the chat, man? Catch College Football Hall of Fame downtown Pittsburgh. We did catch a college game in Pittsburgh, though. Our first trip to Heinz Field was the Pittsburgh Panthers game. We actually saw Connor play.
And score a touchdown.
Yep.
It's insane. It was a great trip. Our first trip to Pittsburgh.
Which makes me think, because we were at the top, like top, bro. We were at the top of one of the wings, right? And that was still a great seat. Like, you could see it perfectly because the field's so big. So any seat that you're in Heinz is going to be a great seat, which makes me excited for the Tennessee game.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
I also think Hayden should transfer to safety at this point in his career. I think it'd be smart for him to do, kind of like what both Woodsons did.
Yeah.
Roddy and Charles.
I think Hayden said in an interview this offseason, he wouldn't do that because he's
the only way
he prefers himself to be an outside corner, and he said if he can't play it anymore, then he's done.
Well, he can't play outside corner. He can, but he can't keep up like he used to.
Well, that's what he's saying. If he can't do it anymore, if he knows he can't, then he's hanging it up. That's what he said.
What is the overall record between Steelers and Vikings when facing each other? Good question.
I don't know. That's actually a very good question.
Steelers, Vikings, history. That is a fantastic question. The record is, the series is actually tied.
9-9.
I'm not even joking. The series is tied. 9-9. Last time we faced was Juju's rookie year. That was the game he got his first career touchdown.
Yeah, he did.
Blew him out.
Well, come tomorrow night, one of us is getting 10. One of us is getting 10.
Oh, man. Yeah, buddy. Let's see. TJ Watt will get 4 sacks against Kirk Cousins, says Moses. I hope so. Good Lord. That put him at 20 with 4 games to go.
Dude, if he does, you might as well just give him not only the Defensive Player of the Year award, but there's been talks about he should be considered for MVP.
MVP. Let me ask you, okay? Who is the MVP this season? Right now.
Tom Brady.
Jonathan Taylor, maybe. You're right.
Derrick Henry was out there until he got hurt. Who else?
Derrick Henry might have actually won it because there's no quarterback right now this season that's blowing everybody away. There's not one. Tom Brady. But he's 45 years old, and he's the motherfucking GOAT. He's not blowing nobody away. It's like, another Tom Brady great season. No shit.
TJ Watt is something else.
I'm not saying TJ Watt should win MVP. We know he's not. It's a quarterback's league. As long as that's the case, quarterbacks are always going to win MVP, which I think is bullshit.
Yeah.
But TJ Watt should get at least a vote, man. A vote.
The guy's missed 2.5 games. He had 3.5 sacks a day after getting off the COVID list. And let's all not forget, he hardly did any true practices.
All camp.
Because of the contract extension.
Wow.
And he has 16 sacks already. He's tied to Steelers' all-time single-season sack record.
With 5 games to go.
5 games to go. I have no doubt he's going to get 20. He's going to break 20.
Mark says if they do draft a quarterback, it should be a mobile one. It can be Kenny Pickett. He's not the most mobile quarterback, but he's someone that can extend plays with his feet. He's a guy that can fake slide motherfuckers and still run 50-some yard touchdowns.
Literally. Like, that's an underrated aspect about Kenny Pickett's game. Very underrated aspect.
He's dirty, bro. Guys, I think offense comes alive. Najee runs for 120. We score 38. And team comes together. 38 might be a little
high?
Too confident, or is ambitious the right word? Maybe. 120, though, for Najee, I can see that.
I hope so.
Colton Hardy says, have you guys never been to a game? No, we have not. The Titans game will be our first.
Yeah.
You think if TJ finishes with 22-plus sacks, we make the playoffs, he should get some MVP votes? Like we just said, yes, he should get at least 1. Come on.
Dude, I think if he gets over 22.5 sacks and we don't make the playoffs, I think he should still get it.
Yeah.
There's been times that defensive...
That'd be a crime.
Dude, that would be a crime. There's been times that defensive player... There's a history of former defensive player of the year winners that didn't even make the playoffs with their team. Ed Reed didn't make the playoffs. I think Ray Lewis didn't make the playoffs one time.
What about Justin Houston? He didn't win Defensive Player of the Year, but
no, I think J.J. Watt won it too, and he didn't make the playoffs with the Texans.
But T.J. Watt, with the way he's playing, is just unstoppable. You know,
whether we make the playoffs or not make the playoffs, if he continues this reign of terror, which I think he's going to do because he's so fucking impactful and he's so dominant, he should fucking get that award. He's been screwed out of it 2 straight years.
2 straight years. Better not make it 3. Cold Steel says, cute but hurt fan who can't stand the word inconsistent. Inconsistent. That's what this team is, man. Moses with a $2 super chat says, Black and Yellow Wiz Khalifa song. It's a great song. It's addicting.
Every now and then I turn on and listen to it.
It's not the anthem or the theme for the Steelers, but it's a classic.
No, it is. It is.
Looks like Tua is done. I don't see him returning this year. No, he's definitely done for the year.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Big Ben is the only quarterback I know, says Kyle. You're not the only one. We're too young to be part of that group.
Yeah.
Chad says, "What's up, SteelTwins? Did you guys watch AW tonight?" No, we did not. We're actually going to watch it as soon as we get off the stream here, which should be a great show. Not only this week, but next week. Winter is coming. We might get Wyndham. We might get Kyle O'Reilly in AW.
Well, we getting Hangman and Bryan Danielson for the AW World title.
Bro, I can't wait. I might take off work for that. I got to see that shit live.
Dude, it's going to be a hell of a freaking show next week.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it was a hell of a show today with MJF coming to his hometown of Long Island, I think.
Long Island.
I wonder if they booed him.
I don't know.
I really wonder.
Curious. Hunter Johnson says, "My first Steelers game, James Harrison came out the tunnel and the whole stadium was shaking, a memory I will never forget." Man, I can just imagine Ben, man. But everyone loved Debo back then. "We will tie the record if that happens. Rodgers is always in it," says Colton. You're right. "Look at all the Steeler football. Wave the terrible towels. Woo, woo. That Steeler got them Super Bowl. Steelers fans 2021," says Chaz Treat, a Browns fan. Ole Miss quarterback Matt Corral. Yeah, he's solid, man. I'm not the biggest fan, but he's an option. I don't think he'll be there when we select, though.
No, I don't.
Because, I mean, if we make the playoffs or not, we're still going to be in the high 10s, low 20s. Corral's not lasting. Unless we trade up.
Yeah. Which is possible, but what do we trade away? And how much do we trade away?
I don't know.
Depending on who's on the board, depending on who's, I'd say, what's the word? I guess momentum builds up throughout the combine, maybe.
Maybe. You mean stock?
Stock, that's what I mean. Yeah, thank you.
Watt is arguably playing the best in the entire league right now out of all positions. You could very well make that case. And I wouldn't disagree with you.
No, I would not either. I would not.
I ain't gonna lie, this Reds Wicked Apple's pretty solid, man.
It's all right.
By the way, don't drink and drive. Drink responsibly. I do not condone underage drinking. I will say that.
Of course.
I feel like it's an AEW night, man. So I had to pull one out. Something. Steelers fans don't say black and yellow, black and gold. Saints fans say they are black and gold. They're not black and gold.
No.
They're not. I mean, they might be, but it's a different shade of gold.
We originated it.
It might be a different shade of gold.
Or true gold.
Right. That's going to be a good match. Bryan versus Hangman Page. I can't wait, man, for next week. That's going to be crazy. Thanks for being honest about the playoffs, but I think we can beat the Ravens in Pittsburgh in playoffs. That's only one. Well, if that's only one, then, hey, that's Ben's last playoff win. That'd be our first playoff win since 2016.
Yeah, it would be. It would be. Yeah.
So, who knows? But tomorrow, hey, we got the Vikings. Got to get a win. Because with all the matchups surrounding not only the AFC North, but the conference, got to get the win. Got to hope these teams lose, which is very likely. They're all facing their own respective tough competition. So we got to get the win tomorrow, increase on the record, increase on the division, increase on the playoff rankings.
Here we do.
So tomorrow's a big game, man. I mean, every game for the rest of the season is big, but tomorrow in our last NFC opponent, we got to win pretty solid.
Yeah, if we want to try to truly fight for the number 7 seed and try to hope that the Bills get knocked down when they face the Buccaneers, we have to win this game.
Right. Not only that, because after this, it's all AFC opponents, which are all big. They will all matter for playoffs, for conference records, for stuff like that.
Yep.
It's gonna be very important. But tomorrow, man, it just continues because gotta get the dub. No matter how you look at it, we gotta get the dub.
Yeah, we do.
Devin Bush looked a lot better Sunday. Hope he stays on the right path. I did notice he was a little more aggressive, which hopefully is a sign to the right direction for him because that's what he needs.
Yeah.
Because that's what we traded up for, was that speed, that physicality, that Let me shoot through the fucking gap and knock this motherfucker out.
And he did that a couple times against the Ravens.
Let me sport the 55. You know what I'm saying?
Let's make PZ proud, man.
Not only that, but what was it? His uncle, his cousin. What was it? He played for the Bucs. That one incredible linebacker on their Super Bowl team. Fuck's his name? Having a brain fart.
I think it was his dad.
Was it his dad?
Yeah, for the Rams.
Oh, was that the case? No, because I thought he was related to that one linebacker.
Well, the one linebacker.
That one linebacker for the Bucs during that dominant Super Bowl run. The fuck's his name?
Well, I know his dad played.
Well, no shit, but that's not what I'm talking about.
I know he was related to anybody.
Yeah, bro.
Outside of his dad, I know he had a cousin. Does he have a cousin?
I think he does. Derek Brooks.
What?
I mean, that might not be. He's related to him somehow. I think. I could be wrong.
What?
Let me search this.
Are you serious? What? What are you talking about?
There might be his godfather or something. I don't fucking know. According to Steelers Depot, this was back in 2019, Devin Bush counts himself fortunate to have Hall of Famers linebackers Derek Brooks, Ray Lewis as mentors. Because I think his father, Bush is the son of his namesake, Devin Bush Sr., who was a first-round pick of the Atlanta Falcons in '93. He would appear in their Super Bowl loss in the late '90s, but shortly thereafter claimed the world title with the St. Louis Rams as a starting safety against the Titans.
Yeah.
Devin, the father, was a standout at Florida State where he became best friends with Derek Brooks, the Hall of Fame linebacker who won the Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Bucs while Steelers head coach Tomlin was on their staff. Bush Sr. also came to know Lewis, another Florida native, and they had since had an imprint on his son's life as well. So he has some sort of inspiration.
Well, yeah, he sees him as
from like a Derek Brooks. Well, I think his number was 55.
Yes, it was actually.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, he wants to.
Well, he's not related.
No, I was wrong on that. Excuse me. His father became friends with Derek Brooks.
And it's crazy because Mike Tomlin was a part of that coaching staff, and now it's literally all come full circle with Devin Bush on the team.
Right. I mean, that might be his cousin or something. I don't know. But that's what I mean. Obviously, he wants to channel in that inner peasy, but no one's gonna be peasy.
Well, of course,
no one brings the physicality, the trash talk, the everything that you think of peasy. What he brought to the field before, during, after, locker room, on the streets. Like,
literally.
No one brings that. No one will ever bring that like Peasy. I mean, Cold Steel will tell you himself. That was his boy back in the day. It still is, actually. But channel in at 55, that's why he wears that number, because of Derek Brooks. So channel in that motherfucker.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And he did stand out. He did do good against the Ravens. But then again, consistency.
Let's hope he continues, man. These last 5 games, I hope Adams, the newly acquired nose tackle number 57, established himself. He had a good game versus the Ratbirds. If he establishes himself, I think he'd be a really nice depth piece for sure. Because, when you look at our D-line depth, it is very, very sore. Like, it's stacked. There's talent there. But the way that they perform when their name is called is not good at all. It's not good depth. Adams, however, could boost that to really good depth.
I hope so.
So if he continues to step up while these guys are in absence, he could earn himself a contract working rotations with Alualu next year.
Maybe.
Same thing with John LeGlue. These are the guys that are going to have to step up tomorrow and for the remainder of the season. Chad says President Nick Cannon and his family since his 5-month-old son passed away today. I did hear about that.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Prayers, shout out to Nick Cannon, man. That's unfortunate. I can't imagine losing someone like that, especially someone that young.
Yeah, and battling something like that, it's sad.
We've lost people during our short life, but I can never imagine losing someone that, I helped bring into the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we've been streaming for almost an hour. Actually, we have been streaming for an hour, so we're going to get on out. It was a quick little live stream just to talk about the Vikings Steelers game, the injury report, and all the guys that got to step up. So want to get that out here before, the game tomorrow, as it is still game day eve. It'll soon be game day within the next 40 minutes or so here in the East Coast of the United States. But thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Thanks for the super chats for sure. Again, shout out to the One Bar and Lupicus show for having us on. Link down in the description box of their channel. Give them a like, give them a subscription for having us on, man. That was awesome. Very generous of them. Also generous for them to move their schedule around to make the collab possible. Major shout out to them. Major shout out to Loose Cannon for the book, man. That's what I'm going to call it. I could be dead wrong on that, but it is awesome. I can't wait to get that frame tomorrow, put that up. You guys might be able to see that tomorrow night, actually on the wall, when we go live after the game for the Vikings Steelers postgame. But you guys can look forward to that tomorrow for sure. It's game day eve. It's almost game day. We got the Steelers and Vikings tomorrow on Thursday Night Football. I hate short weeks, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? All you got to do is get that fucking dub. Every game is a must-win the rest of the season, but especially this week, looking at the matchups that the AFC North guys got and some guys in the conference got. Yep, got to get this win tomorrow. It's going to be a tough battle. I'm anticipating a close matchup. Could be another one that comes down to the wire.
Yeah, definitely. I'm expecting a hell of a fight from the Minnesota Vikings, but it should be a great game. Should be a hell of a game. And best of luck to the Minnesota Vikings.
Absolutely. I can't wait. I hope you guys enjoy the game, man. Go Steelers. Let's get this win. Shout out to all you guys that super chatted. Shout out to all you guys that chatted in the live stream tonight, man. You guys are goats for sure. And, yeah, guys, let's get this fucking dub, man.
Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Peace!